Imagine a night so silent yet so heavy with the weight of destiny. A night that would change the course of history forever. In the heart of ancient Egypt, a final terrifying warning was whispered through the streets. The ultimate plague was coming. But for those with faith, this night was not the end. It was the beginning of a long-awaited liberation. In the vast shifting sands of the desert, a leader stood before his people. Moses the prophet carried the weight of God's command. His eyes reflected the fire of the torches as he spoke of a divine instruction that would protect them from the coming shadow. He told them of a sacrifice, a lamb pure and without defect. Its life would serve as a shield for their families. As twilight faded into a deep bruising purple, every Israelite family began to prepare. Faith was no longer a thought, it was an action. They painted the doorposts with the blood of the Lamb, a crimson sign for the angel of death to pass over their homes. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of roasted meat and the quiet prayers of a people waiting for a miracle. Belongings were packed, sandals were tied, and bread was left unrisen. They were ready to leave at a moment's notice. Children watched the doors with wide, curious eyes. They could feel the tension in their parents' hands and the silence in the air. An Israelite mother held her son close, her heart pounding with a mix of terror and unwavering belief in Moses' words. Then came midnight. The city of the pharaohs fell into a supernatural silence. Not even the wind dared to stir. A dark, unseen presence began to move through the corridors of power and the huts of the poor alike. In the grand palace, where gold once glittered with pride, the light of the empire began to fade. The pride of Egypt was about to break. The contrast was stark. While Egypt began to wail in sudden, agonizing grief, the homes of the faithful remained islands of peace. The supernatural shadow approached the blood-stained lintels. It saw the sign and it passed over, honoring the covenant of the Lamb. Pharaoh, once a god in his own mind, now sat amidst the ruins of his legacy. His stubborn heart was finally shattered by loss. His cry of despair echoed through the stone halls, reaching out into the night. The command was given, "Go, leave this land." As the sun began to peek over the horizon, the greatest migration in history commenced. A nation was being born in the dawn. Tears of sorrow from the night before turned into tears of joy. For the first time in generations, they were walking as free people. Moses led them forward, his staff in hand, his gaze fixed on the promise of a land they had only heard of in stories. The most terrifying night had become the most glorious morning. Egypt lay behind them, the future lay ahead. This is the story of Passover, a reminder that even in the darkest hour, there is a way provided for those who believe. Where there is faith, there is protection. Where there is obedience, there is freedom. The night is over. The journey begins.